It's a Price Pfister Marielle 2-handle faucet. The problem is sometimes they corrode inside. The handle gets really hard to move. So we'll show you how to fix it. You remove the faucet handle by unscrewing the base. If you can't turn this, sometimes there's corrosion inside that'll make it too hard to turn. If that happens, you need to use a strap wrench. Slide the strap wrench over, pull it tight, and that'll help unscrew the base. I've seen these be so tight that you actually have to get underneath the sink and hold the base of the faucet so it doesn't twist and mess up the hoses that are attached while you're unscrewing it. So to remove this handle, unscrew the base, and it comes right off. Now to repair the handle, what we're going to do is you remove the stem from the housing. You do that by removing a snap ring that's down inside, and then it pulls apart. You can sand down the corroded pieces and put some grease on the stem, put it back together, and it'll work fine. So this is the snap ring. And what you need to do is get between here and here with either a pair of needle nose pliers or a pair of snap ring pliers, and spread that ring and pull it off. This can be extremely difficult to do, so if you haven't dealt with a snap ring before, you really should think about getting some help from someone who has, because it can be really frustrating, especially putting it back on. So here it is, I've removed the snap ring. I was able to take a pair of needle nose pliers and spread the snap ring, and then take a pick and pull it out. After the snap ring is off, the stem pulls out. The problem that occurs is corrosion develops on this surface and also down inside. Both places can be cleaned with sandpaper, and then it needs to be greased when you reassemble it. Apply a small amount of just automotive grease and put it back together. So I've got it back together now. By far the hardest part of this entire job is to remove and replace the snap ring. If you do it like I did with a pair of needle nose pliers, it's difficult. It'll be a struggle to get the snap ring off and back on, so I highly recommend you get a pair of snap ring pliers and make that job easier. So now that it's reassembled, installing it, simply set it in place, make sure the handle position is correct, screw on the base. It only needs to go on finger tight, just snug, do not over tighten it. Hope that helps. If you like our video, please subscribe.